あなたが前回興奮したのはいつですか？あなたが前回感動して泣いたのはいつですか？あなたが前回ドキドキしたのはいつですか？ Anime is a powerful medium. Its impact can be felt further than the reaches of Japan, in every corner and crevice of the world, and touch even the most unlikely of people. But when was the last time you felt truly excited by an anime? Season in, season out, Japan releases hundreds of shows, watched by both the casual and hardcore fan alike, and while each of these anime will hold a certain merit for each individual, good or bad, sometimes you'll watch something that strikes a chord with you, deeper than you ever thought it could. That's what episode 15 of Darling in the FranXX did for me. It reached me. It was an amalgamation of 14 episodes leading up to a moment of impact that hit me square in the chest and refused to let go. And I don't want to talk about the details in episode 15, but rather the feeling I got leading up to the end of this arc. I watch roughly 5 or 6 episodes of anime a day. As a seasonal anime fan, I have around 20 shows on the go at once, and at least one fully aired series to tide me over when the seasonal eps run out. And most of the time I'll enjoy the episodes that I'm watching, but I'll be ready to move on to the next one without much of a second thought. This doesn't minimise how good the show is, but with so much content available, sparking a reaction takes something special. And this reaction has taken many forms over the years, from the stinging sadness at Todoroki's backstory, to the shocked tears as the credits rolled on episode 9 of Devilman Crybaby, to the much heavier sobs as the final moments of Your Lie in April in A Place Further Than the Universe played out, and to the euphoria that swept me up as Little Witch Academia closed its final arc. These moments have stuck to me like glue, while many others have bounced off me like rainwater. And as episode 15 of Darling in the FranXX played out, I found myself moving by a moment, not just moved by it. My heart was racing as I clicked play. My hand gripped the desk as the minutes raced out in front of me on screen, and the blow of the previous episode weighed heavily on my mind. And then I felt myself stand up and cheer for that moment, because it deserved it. Before I knew what I was doing, I was clapping, applauding, crying happily. Crazy, right? What anime can do to you. Now this isn't me trying to convince you to watch Darling in the FranXX. By now you'll have made up your mind on it, and whatever decision you've come to is fine by me. After all, the world would be boring if we all loved the same things, and it would be exhausting if we all felt the same emotions at once. But isn't excitement such a joyous emotion? There's always been a bittersweet feeling left by the series that have broken my heart, but there's something much more thrilling by the episodes that have sent my heart soaring instead. Whether it was one final shot over the net, a last punch to the ground, a moment in flight, or a meeting on the mountaintop, to truly feel your heart race for a fictional moment is a real testimony to its writing, and not something you should ever pass off as insignificant, or even be embarrassed by. And maybe you'll think I'm silly for applauding when no one can hear me, and maybe anime doesn't impact you in the way that it does me, and if that's the case, then that's fine. Everything has different merit for different people. But isn't excitement, in any form, such a great thing? That swelling, unforgiving, euphoric, swirling sensation that starts in the heart and spreads through the body, evoking goosebumps and making the hair on your neck stand on end. It's life's greatest emotion, and whether you feel it by watching an anime or some other show, whether it takes you over in the real world or hits you online, hold on to it and treasure it. Because in the daily grind of mundanity, it's exciting to feel excited. This world is surely much, much larger than we can ever imagine. and there will be many more times this level of excitement hits me. But in that uppercut of feels, sometimes it's nice just to revel in the moment and talk about it. Because for a show to move you to tears, that's something truly special. But for a show to move you to motion, well, doesn't that strike you as profoundly beautiful?